Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Daly, and this is another reading lesson. Today we will review our vocabulary words for May to make sure that we all know what those are and what their meanings are in case you haven't seen them in a previous lesson. Then we will read a nonfiction article together, and we'll go through and do some analyzing and talking about what we're reading to make sure we really understand. And then we will answer some comprehension questions about the nonfiction article. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you and we will get started. And the first thing I want to do is go over our vocabulary words. Now, if you watched lessons from a previous week or day, Ms. Daly has gone over these in a couple different lessons, so you may have already seen these, but it's good to make sure that we remember what these words are and their meanings before we read our articles so that we know we're going to understand what we're reading. So the first vocabulary word for this month is a picture of a bird, a kangaroo, and a frog, and these are different types of animals. So our first word is animal. Can you guys say that at home? Beautiful job. All right, the next one's pretty easy, right? This is a baby. So this is the word baby. Can you say that at home? Beautiful job. And in this one, we have a palette like an artist, and we have yellow, green, blue, red, and purple, and those are different, beautiful job, colors. So this is the word color. Good job. This one, we have a red square and a blue circle, and we have a really long word that starts with the D sound. What can we say about these two shapes that starts with the D sound? Yeah, they're different, right? Two different shapes, two different colors. That means that they do not look the same. It's the opposite of same. Good job. All right, on the next page, our first word is a picture of the man that's usually in the family, and this is the word father. Can you say that at home? Good job, father. This word also starts with the F sound. It's pointing to this person's hair, his eyes. So this is the word feature. And if you've listened to our fiction stories for the month of May already, then we've talked about this word quite a bit. But feature is when you can tell something about a person. So if you looked at Miss Daly's face right now and wanted to say some features, you could say that my hair is brown. It's a little curly. My eyes are brown. I have a long pointy nose. My lips make a heart shape. Can you see that? Okay. Those are features. Those are things that you can use to describe Miss Daly's face so that if somebody had never seen me, they could make a picture of what I look like in their brain. They could visualize what I look like, okay? So feature is something about a person or an animal that we can recognize. If we're talking about an animal, let's pretend like we're talking about a turtle. So a feature of a turtle is that he has a hard shell on his back. He has 4 legs. He has a tail. He has a long neck that he can stick his face out of his shell in. Okay, those are things that if Miss Daly told you that, you could picture or visualize in your brain what a turtle looked like. That's a feature, okay? Good job. In our next picture, we have
mother.
The woman that's in the family is highlighted, and that's usually the mother. So can you guys say that word, mother? Beautiful job. And then this one has the mother and the father highlighted, and moms and dads are sometimes called a different word. It starts with a P sound. Does anybody remember that word that starts with the P sound? Yeah, very good. Your parent, right? Parent. It's just a fancy word for mom and dad together. It's parent, okay? So you'll hear in the story, the previous stories and in the nonfiction article that we'll talk about animals being a baby and their parent. And that just means their mom or dad. All right, here's a fancy picture here. What is this a picture of? Very good, a plant, very good. These, I have 2 red squares that are similar size. So what can I say about these that starts with a S sound? Very good. Yeah, they're the same, right? If I put this square on top of this one, it would look exactly the same. Very good. And the opposite of same is our other vocabulary word, different, okay? In our next vocabulary word, we have a square, a circle, and a triangle. These are all different shape. Very good. These are different shapes, and this is the word shape. And the last word, we have something that's little, something that's medium, and something that's big. Those are all different what? Very good. Yeah, little, big, medium, those are all sizes. So this is the word size. Can you say that word? Size. Very good. All right, so we got through our vocabulary words. I just wanted to review those and make sure we remembered our May words. So now we're going to go into our nonfiction article. Remember, if it's nonfiction, that means that it is telling us something real, something that is factual that we could look up on the computer. And this article today is called Baby Animals. So I have a picture of a pig, I have a picture of a little dog, and a cat. And the title is Baby Animals. So I want you to take a minute and talk to whoever you're watching with, or you can just tell Miss Daly, what do you think this article is going to tell us? What's it going to be about? What is your prediction for what we will learn? So just take a minute and tell whoever you're watching or Miss Daly what your prediction for this article is. Yeah, those are all great ideas. So I'm going to tell you what Ms. Daly thinks, and then we'll talk about if Ms. Daly was right at the end, okay? So because I see these three animals, and the title says baby animals, I'm thinking that it's going to tell me about a baby pig, a baby dog, and a baby kitten, and that's it. I'm just going to learn about those three and how they're babies. Okay, that's my prediction. I might not be right, and that's okay, right? That's just what Miss Daly is going to think based on the picture and the title. So we are going to read this article together. And before Miss Daly starts reading and going through it, I want to make sure we remind ourselves of what good listeners look like. So remember, good listeners have their ears open, their mouths are closed, and their eyes are on either the article or Miss Daly, okay? Let's get reading. So here's our first picture. Can someone tell me, what is this picture? What vocabulary word has that picture? Yeah, great job. Feature. Remember, if it's pointing to the hair or the eyes, those are things that we can tell about something so we know what it looks like. All right. Baby animals look a lot like their parents. They get features from their mother and father just like people do. Features are things like body covering, color, number of legs, and kinds of feet or ears. So this paragraph is telling me that baby animals have features just like their parents, which is very similar for us, right? If you looked at Miss Daly and then you looked at her daughter, we both have two legs, we both have two arms. She has the same lips that Miss Daly has that make a heart shape. She has her daddy's eyes. She has her daddy's hair color from when he was younger. So she has things that look like her daddy, and she has things that look like her mommy together in one baby, okay? And same with Miss Daly's son. Miss Daly's son looks a lot like his daddy, but he does have Miss Daly's chin and Miss Daly's nose, but mostly he looks like his daddy's face. It's kind of funny, actually. So features are things that we get from our mom and our dad. And it's telling us kind of the meaning of the word features like we talked about in the vocabulary. So features could be things like body covering. So for example, in our picture of the pig, and if you've ever seen a pig before, a pig has very smooth skin, but a cat and dog have fur on them, right? So those are two different kinds of animal coverings. You could also think of a bird. A bird doesn't have fur or skin. It has feathers, right? So their body covering is one feature. We could talk about what color they are. So what color is our pig? Yeah, pigs are usually pink. Our cat here is gray, and then our dog is white with brown spots. You could talk about how many legs they all have. For example, these animals all have 4 legs, but if we were talking about a snake, we could say they don't have any legs. Or if we were talking about a chicken, he has 2 legs. And then you could talk about the kinds of feet or ears they have. So if you look, the dog and the cat kind of have similar feet, but the pig has what's called hooves. So his feet come into almost like a point instead of having individual toes. And then there's a little spot on the back. The pig and the cat both have pointy ears that go straight up, and the dog's ears are bent like this, okay? So those are all different things that we could talk about animals to describe what they look like, and those are called features that the animals get from their moms or dads, okay? So let's go on to the next paragraph and see what we can learn next. Okay. Baby animals get their body coverings from their parents. A kitten gets fur, a duck gets feathers, a baby snake gets scales. What kind of covering does a baby turtle have? So we kind of talked about this before. Miss Daly did some pre-talking. So we said that they have different kinds of skin or outside of their body. So kittens have fur, like a dog. A duck, like other birds, have feathers. And a snake has slimy scales, kind of like a lizard. So let's talk about our turtle friend that we were talking about earlier. What kind of body covering does he have? Yeah, very good. A turtle has that big hard shell, right, to protect his body. And then on his legs and his tail and his head, he has some rough, kind of scaly skin, okay? So those are features that we could use to describe those animals. Baby animals also get their coloring from their parents. A polar bear gets white fur. A baby black bear gets black fur. What color fur does a baby brown bear get? So you guys think about that at home. If a polar bear is white fur and a baby black bear is black fur, what color fur is a baby brown bear? Yeah, it tells us in his name, right? It's brown fur. Very good. All right. Spots or stripes. So if you look, let me pull my arrow out because I know you guys can't see where I'm pointing. Miss Daly forgets that all the time. I'm sorry. So in this picture here, you can see stripes. That means lines that go parallel to each other, either across or up and down, but they're not touching, they're parallel. And then we have spots over here. Those are just a fancy way to say dots. So spots or stripes. Baby animals get these body markings from their parents too. So baby zebras and baby tigers get stripes. Baby leopards get spots. What do baby giraffes get? Spots or stripes? So take a minute and think in your brain about a baby giraffe. And then I want you to touch the picture of either the stripes or the spots. Which one does a baby giraffe get? Stripes or spots? Yeah, beautiful job. A baby giraffe gets spots, right? He has all kinds of different brown spots all over his body. Good job, you guys. All right, last paragraph. You guys are doing a great job at listening. Baby animals also get special body parts from their parents. A baby chick gets 2 wings and 2 legs. A baby horse gets 4 legs and pointy ears. A baby whale does not get legs. It gets flippers instead. A baby animal gets all of these different features from its parents. What other features do baby animals get from their parents? So let's think about a baby animal that we read in one of our other stories. So let me think back. Ooh, let's talk about our really silly one, the platypus. So remember, the platypus was the animal that had a body like a beaver with lots of fur. It has a long, flat tail like a beaver. And then it has a mouth or a bill like a duck that's flat and wide. And it has claws on its feet to help it move around. So what did it get from its mom and dad? What makes it look just like its mom and dad? Yeah, great ideas. Yeah, that long flat tail, that silly looking mouth like a duck, all those different features came from their moms and dads, right? So I want you to take a second and look at your body and think about what features you got from your mom or dad. And after you think about it, I want you to either tell who you're watching or tell Ms. Daly, what features did you get from your mom and dad? What makes you look like your mom and dad? Awesome. I love those ideas. That's awesome. All right, so we finished our article. You did a great job of listening. I'm going to go back to the beginning because Miss Daly always likes to use the article to help her answer questions in case I need to go back into the article because sometimes I don't remember where things were. So here is our first question for us to work through together. Baby animals look like they're what? So here are our choices. Baby animals look like their legs. Whoops. There we go. Baby animals look like their legs, colors, fur, parents, or baby animals. So this is our main idea from our article, right? What was the whole article about? It was about how baby animals looked like what? I want you to take your finger and touch the answer for this question. What do baby animals look like? Good job. Yeah, they look like their moms and dads, right? Their parents. Beautiful job, you guys. All right, question number 2. A baby animal can have blank or feathers. So this is talking about their body coverings, what's on the outside of their body. So before we look at our answers, let's go back into the article to the section about body coverings. So here it is about their body, and it says, baby animals get their body coverings from their parents. A kitten has fur, and a duck has feathers. A baby snake has scales. So let's go and see if we can find either fur, feathers, or scales, okay? Talking about the covering on the outside of the animal. So with your finger, can you touch the best answer choice? Which part tells me about the outside of the animal's body? Yeah, good job. Their fur, right? The fur is on the outside of their body. Beautiful job. So an animal could have fur or feathers. Number 3, baby animals can be many other. Baby animals can be many other. This one's kind of confusing, right? So let's go in the story and see if we can find that sentence because I'm really not sure which answer is the best choice. So baby animals can be many what? Yeah, I think that's a good choice, you guys. Baby animals get their coloring from their parents. We had some that were white, some that were black, some that were brown. If you think about animals, you know, frogs are green, flamingos are pink, tigers are orange and black, zebras are black and white. So that's lots of different colors, right? And we already talked about what their coverings were, so I don't think that's a good choice. And we only talked about 2 choices for spots and stripes. So I think that the best choice would be colors. Thumbs up if you agree with me. Okay, good. So can you guys touch the word colors with your finger? Beautiful job. Good job. All right, 2 more questions. You guys are doing an awesome job. What can have stripes? What can have stripes? So we have legs, colors, fur, parents, or baby animals. Okay, I see some people pointing to the word legs, and I see some people pointing to the word baby animals. And I think both of those are good choices. So let's go back in the story and see if we can figure out which one is the best choice, okay? So here is our talk about spots and stripes. Baby animals get these marking from their parents. Baby zebras and baby tigers have stripes. Baby leopards have stripes. What do baby giraffes have? So it's telling me different animals, but it's not telling me what part of their body it's on. It's just talking about the baby animals. So I think that baby animals is probably a better choice. What are you guys thinking? Thumbs up if you agree, thumbs down if you still think it's legs. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so we're gonna put the word baby animals in the picture onto number 4. Beautiful job. Okay, last one. Baby animals can have 2 or 4 what? 2 or 4 what? So think about baby animals, and I'm gonna let you guys do this one without the story because I think you can figure this out on your own. Baby animals can have 2 or 4 what? With your finger, can you touch the right answer? Beautiful job. Yeah, baby animals can have 2 or 4 legs. Great job. All right. You guys did a wonderful job working through all those activities today. I hope you enjoyed learning about some baby animals and what they look like. And I will see you again for another lesson on another day. Thank you. Bye.